Right, so a very good morning to each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, those who have joined with us for another open day organized by the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the open day in certificate in digital marketing. Now, once again, I would like to welcome each and every one of you, all the participants who are taking part in this open day. And of course, I would like to welcome our distinguished guests as well, who have committed their time and effort on a Saturday morning to be with us. So, welcome and hope you will enjoy this session. And now, before we start off the proceedings, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a bit of a brief about Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, and then, of course, about this program, the Certificate in Digital Marketing program. Now, of course, a very comprehensive brief will be given by our representatives of Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, including the key information that you need to make sure that you enroll with this program and that you continue with this program here at Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. Now, the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, ladies and gentlemen, is the apex body for Sri Lankan marketers, which was founded in 1970 and incorporated by an act of parliament in 1980, recognizing it as the national body for marketing education in Sri Lanka. So, the SLIM is a member of the Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry of Sri Lanka, Federation of Marketing Research Institute, and the Asia Marketing Federation, which is, of course, affiliated to the World Marketing Association. Now, moving into this program, ladies and gentlemen, the certificate in digital marketing is a preliminary course designed to equip students with fundamentals of digital marketing and online communication ecosystem. So it's a program that offers an opportunity for students to gain a conceptual as well as practical knowledge on digital marketing and online communication. So the course is beneficial for digital marketing career-minded the candidates who are seeking to acquire specific competencies that would actually add value to your career, and of course for those who are already in the marketing or business development force, just try to intend to or to enhance their skills in digital marketing. So you're at the right stop at Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, and this course will be a tailor-made course for you if you're willing to make sure that you gain that competencies in digital marketing. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, without taking any more of your time, we would now like to move on with the proceedings of today's event. So, we have one of our special guests joining us from Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, and she's ready to welcome each and every one of you while giving a comprehensive brief about Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing and, of course, about this program, the CDM program or the Certificate in Digital Marketing. So, I would like to welcome Ms. Ramya Kathiravel, who's the assistant manager at SLIM Business School.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I think, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So once again, good morning, everyone. So I warmly welcome you all for the open day of Certificate in Digital Marketing program. Also, I warmly welcome the guests, prospective students, parents, lecturers, also the STEAM members. So we are here today to understand the structure and the benefits of the CDM program of doing for the students. Also, you all know now in this world, like most of the recognitions and also the companies and even in our individually, our concerns, everything's going digitalized. So wherever you go, it's about digitalized world. So that's how it's going. So it's so let's say a big impact in our life, it is now implemented. So when you learn about digital marketing, it makes you more effective, efficient, more stronger in online presence in your daily activities. So once again, congratulations, whoever chosen this program to learn about and improve their digitalizations and the marketing skills. So I'll happily say that you're all welcome for this program. So let's move to know about SLIM. So let me share my screen. So it's visible, right? Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So when it comes to SLIM, so as the Corey said before, so we do have SLIM goes under the national body of Sri Lanka, and we established in 1970. We cooperated by Act of Parliament in 1980s. So SLIM has three main branches. You all can see here, like Matara, Kandy, and Colombo. Also, we do have study centers to establish our education and plans. Also, SLIM has governed by the council management. So let's say SLIM has several affiliations. Also, the affiliations. So these are one of the samples you can see from my screen. So CIM, Wrexham University, CPM, Certificate Professional Marketer, Chartered Management Institute. So these are our sample affiliations, which I can show you from here. And also we do have alliances. So Asia Marketing Federation, Organizer of Professional Association of Sri Lanka, the National Chamber of Commerce of Sri Lanka. So these are our alliances as well. So when it comes to SLIM pillars, so the pillars, we do have main 6 pillars of SLIM. So I'll show you one by one and we'll go through one by one. So we do have education center and training, membership, event, sustainability, and research. So when it comes to education portfolio of SLIM, so we do have certificate courses, diploma courses, postgraduate diploma courses, MBA, specialized program, status qualifications. So do we have like training sessions in SLIM? Yes, of course. We do give the SLIM training programs as well, like customized corporate trainings, customized educational programs, and public workshops. So when it comes to SLIM membership, so we do have a membership which we are given for the students who's choosing the marketing platform for their career pathway. So we are giving a membership plan also for them. So from the associate member to honorary member, they can go step by step in their career pathway as long as their activities and the individual growth. So for that, we will be concerned on this membership, SLIM membership card. So definitely the marketing student can join to get these memberships as well as a benefit. So the next slide, when I move to, so we do have a national event. So these are the main national events which we conduct every year. So you all can see my screen as well. So National Sales Awards, Slim Branding Excellence, also DJs. So these are some like examples we can show, but this is the national events, the main national events which SIM conduct. Also, we do have a sustainability scope. And SLIM has a research unit as well. So this research unit, of course, for the students who's like getting, you can help get the details about the research when it comes to your research details for the module wise, you can get their help as well. And yeah, so that's the basic of SLIM actually. And so now the next thing which I will move it to the SLIM students who's chosen the CDM program at the moment. So let's say you all have chosen a good pathway. That's what I can say. Even I'm a marketeer, so I can proudly say that you have chosen a correct pathway for your, like granted for your opportunities in the future activities to everything. So it helps you to get more a better job for the career path, to understand the modern online marketing tools and the trends to deliver to the customer. So give a best customer service. It helps you to promote your business or your personal branding through the digitalized, to upgrade your digital technologies, tools, and the knowledge. So definitely I will make, I'm thinking like that you all can get a good outcome of this program end of the day. So I'll warmly welcome you all for the program once again. So now let me acknowledging the key guests of our program today. So I would like to warmly welcome Mr. Dhanika Perera, founder of Helakuru, HelaPay, HelaGo, and Esana and PayHere, CEO of Bhasha. So he's our guest speaker today. So thank you for giving your for the students of going to share your experience to support the SLIM education individuals. Also, next I warmly welcome Mr. Shanaka Ratnayaka, senior lecturer of SLIM, who will going to share his academic viewpoint and the guidance on this program. Also, I would like to acknowledge our SLIM members, also the STEM staffs. So we do have as I told in the beginning, we do have a council member. So we do have SLIM President, Professor Jayanta Devasiri, Vice President, Dr. Dilhan Sampath Jayatilaka, Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Chamil Vikramasinghe, Head of Education, Mr. Sajid Prematilaka, General Manager, Business Development, Ms. Mihirini Fonseca, Head of Marketing, Mr. Tivanta Vikramaratna, Assistant Manager, Business Development, Mr. Harindu Vidanagamage, Assistant Manager, Brands, Ms. Sashindra Vijayarudna, Senior Executive SLIM Business School Coordinator, Ms. Mudita Kandambi, and Mr. Nasli, also the BDT team, and also the SLIM marketing team. And I would like to get all the other MANCOM members, also the council members, to acknowledging this as well. And yeah, that's all from my end. Once again, I would like to warmly welcome you, each and every one of you all, to this program and for this open day, to get a good benefit out of this. So thank you once again for joining today for the open day. That's all from my end. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Ramya, for joining us and, of course, giving a warm welcome to all our guests and, of course, all our participants. So thank you once again. And now we'll be moving on with the proceedings, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as Ms. Ramya correctly mentioned, we have a guest who's actually, how I would like to describe him, is a true trailblazer of Sri Lanka's digital ecosystem. So he's a serial entrepreneur whose work has reshaped how millions of Sri Lankans communicate, transact, and access technology. Now, he began his career as an engineering undergraduate with a passion for solving real-life problems. And that passion, ladies and gentlemen, led to the creation of a breakthrough innovation that today empowers over 10 million people to write in Sinhala digitally. And at the same time, he went on and challenged long-standing barriers in the country's online payment space by introducing Sri Lanka's first central bank-approved payment aggregator, now enabling thousands of businesses to accept digital payments with confidence. Now, his work has earned both global and, of course, national recognition, including major ICT awards, entrepreneurship honors, and even national acknowledgements for his contributions to the digital empowerment in Sri Lanka. The individual behind these impactful innovations, ladies and gentlemen, Helakuru, HelaPay, HelaGo, Esana, and of course, PayHere, and he's the Chief Executive Officer of Bhasha as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest speaker of today's open day, Mr. Dhanika Perera. Over to you, Mr. Dhanika.
Thank you very much, Oshida. Good morning to all of you. So I would like to congratulate all of you very first for choosing this course on digital marketing with a respectful organization. And today I thought to share with you a few words about how digital marketing can help grow your career and help your life as a marketer, as a person who are passionate about marketing and digital marketing. So, first, if you think about the era that we are in actually a time where many things getting changed with the internet, right? So, internet has democratized the opportunity a lot. What I mean by that is, back in the days, if you are to build a brand, right, you had to be a big company. You had to use, so much of money to spend on these mainstream media channels, TV, radio, newspapers. But right now, what has happened, you can actually reach millions of people without actually appearing in TV, right? You can actually reach millions of people and inspire them and educate them, entertain them. You can do whatever these things with the digital capabilities, right? The digital strengths with, especially with the social media. So we are in a shift in that era, right? So I can proudly say or humbly say, Helakuru or none of these brands which Oshit just mentioned before when introducing me, will not be there today if digital marketing or social media is not there, right? Because all of our brands, from starting from Helakuru to PayHere to SNet, everything built with the capability that digital marketing or digital ways of communicating things to people enabled to us. So you can also leverage this maybe to build your own brands, maybe to build your own products, or maybe to build your own personal brand, right? As a digital marketer, right now it's not like before. Now, few years ago, the role of digital marketers was only to help other organizations to grow their audiences, grow their sales and all that. But today, actually, digital marketers has becoming the agents or the uh, brand ambassadors for the brands, for the other organizations, because they appear themselves as digital creators, right? We call them as content creators as well. But generally, as digital creators, you can actually get the use of this if you if you follow the practices of digital marketing well. So let's dive into that. So what is meant to be a digital creator, right? So creators actually don't just post content. What they do is actually they create value, right? Value means value for their audience, who are actually watching you, who are actually reading you, who are actually, receiving your content. You need to create a value. Now we can see that in today's, even in Sri Lanka, some of digital creators actually educates people. They give knowledge as a value for or for their audiences. Some actually entertains, right? Like, comedy shows and kind of amusement. They actually entertain people, some of them. And they were and another some of them inspires people, right? So now even entrepreneurs today has to be digital creators, so that actually we also play a role there to give the value of our products, value of our brands to the people, right? So in any of these methods, what they eventually do is actually giving a value, providing a value, creating a value for their audiences, right? So if everyone if everyone actually start doing this as digital marketers, or as people who are having the skill of communication, if everyone start to do that, how actually you can stand out between them, right? Let's talk about this now. How you can stand out now? Now, social media is not just for a specific kind of people. It's available for everyone, right? So everyone who may have the knowledge about digital marketing, who may not have knowledge about marketing. Everyone can do this. So if you are to actually get benefit out of this, you need to actually stand out between this competition. So what will be your competitive advantage is actually none other than your creativity, right? Your creativity, because creativity is what make you different than others, what make you actually stand out from others, right? So what is actually creativity? Now, creativity is actually none other than connecting ideas in new ways, right? You can be actually having the same ideas of the other people, but if you can actually think of ways you can connect it in a new way, you can be creative than others, right? Right? So if you think about these digital platforms where you can actually appear, right? They actually, every content creator or digital creator appear in the same platform, same algorithms, right? So the only thing that actually differentiates you is the creativity. So today, the creativity is not just, connecting ideas in new ways, but mostly understanding people. There's a big role in that, right? How you actually cater to the needs of people, what they are looking, right? So you have to understand that you have to empathize them. Empathy plays a major role in if you can actually looking from their eyes and see what they expect from me, and that's where you will be able to give them a quality content where people will like to see you, right? People are expecting to see you. That's how actually every content creator who has millions of reach, millions of subscribers, millions of views has done it, right? And also you have to understand these platforms, how they work, what are their trends, how their algorithms work. Uh, that also you have to make a sense of that, and the timing and trends, right? So each social media platform act in a different way. So you have to uh, understand them as well, right? So in the sense, actually now at the moment, some may think like, with these all these AI tools where anything can be generated very simply, uh, be creativity will be challenged, right? So used to think that only humans has creativity, right? But right now what we see, okay, that machines also, the tools also has the creativity. They also generate stuff in very creative ways, right? But the difference is still there needs to be a human to connect these uh, creativity, the capability of the AI tools, and connect them together into a single goal, right? A single outcome, right? So you have to have that creativity to either use all of these platforms, all of these tools, but joining them together, connecting them together to deliver a value that is actually valuable for your audience, right? So maybe you are right now doing it as a hobby, right? Creating content and posting random contents. Maybe you are doing it as a hobby, but to make it a profession, you need some more stuff, right? You need to actually, learn these concepts of marketing, how you can actually, uh, it will not work if you are going to target everyone, if you are going to create content for everyone. So you have to know how you can actually specify your target market, right? How you actually segment that, right? And then actually how you position your brand or your personal brand or your sponsored brands or whatever, what you are communicating into that target markets using these concepts, right? So I'm sure that this course will help you with understanding those fundamentals of marketing, which you will be able to leverage when you actually create content and make your personal brand as well, right? So in terms of personal branding, right now what has happened, there's a shift in the consumer behavior or the audience behavior with this as well when it comes to digital, right? So back in the days, what people used to do, right? They actually got the awareness about the brands, awareness about the products in the products and services in the market only through this traditional media, TV, radio, newspaper, right? So in that stuff, it's not actually the, the founder of a organization, or not actually a person actually representing that, but most of the time it's actors, actresses, right? Models, likewise, or the writers. They were the ones who actually communicated the brand or communicated the product to the audiences, right? But when it comes to social media, right now there is a trend in the social media audiences. People no longer, be attracted to the brand communications in digital world, right? Right. Just think about yourself when you scroll through your Facebook timeline, right? Whenever you see a brand advertisement, you most of the time you skip it, right? Just scroll it and see the other content, right? But if a person, promoting something, or doing in some communication, you actually have a better attraction to person, right? So in the digital world, people follow people, right? Not much brands, right? Brand එක දැක්ක ගමන් we perceive it as an ad, right? Advertisement, right? So people don't much used to, like watching advertisement. Even in TV, we do it because we don't have any other option, right? We have to see the ad to watch the next content. But in digital, people have the option. They can, if they do not like an ad, they can just skip it, scroll it, right? So in that, with that options in the digital world, people not much actually be attracted into brand communication. So right now it is actually coming into a level, people attracted only to people communication, right? That's where this personal branding matters a lot, right? Even if you are a, digital creator, what you actually present, what you appear and what you actually present will attract more people than actually you are just showing a product, showing a, a product functionality and the benefit out of this. Likewise, today the experience matters, right? How a person experience that product or service, and how he actually express the benefit that they got, attract people most of the time, right? So that's the same reason, even you can see many personal many local brands, Sri Lankan brands. Now the founder has come to the social media, right? Even I do it personally for our brands, right? I have to be, happy. I didn't actually use TikTok for several years, but I had to come to that as well, because that is actually what is attracted to the audience right now in the digital world, right? And you can see the brands like, Sparsilon and many other fashion brands. The founder has come to the social media as the face of their brand, right? As the human, representative of their brand, right? That is what is happening. So in terms of digital creators, they can play the role of the brands who actually, now this cannot be done by everyone. No, every founder, especially in the large organizations, the founders or the, the top management will not come to the social media. So what they will use is, they will instead of actually they appearing themselves, they actually use digital creators, content creators, or influencers to take their brand or take their product into their audiences, right? So in that, when you are doing that, authenticity plays a major role, right? Where you are actually telling the truth to the people. If you deceive people by, people to people communication, the authenticity matters a lot, right? You cannot actually survive in the next day if you just tell a false information, or just deceptive content to the users. We have seen some of the scenarios like that happened in the recent past as well, related to some brands and some influencers, right? So authenticity matters a lot. Whether you tell the truth, whether you actually share the actual experience, not just by because of you are sponsored or because of you getting money, but telling actual truth, right? So if you actually be authentic, be humble, and be truthful to your audience, people believe you better than the brand communications, right? So that's why personal branding matters, and also for to be build a strong personal brand, the concepts of marketing, right? The concept of digital marketing helps you a lot. So I'm sure that this program will give you the fundamentals of that, right? And you have to take it into your mind. You have to keep in your mind, and this is just a starting point for you. This is not the destination. So this program will give you the structure, some exposure, and the foundation. But you have everything depends on how you act on them, right? Your action, right? And the experimentation, you have to get this knowledge and you have to experiment it by action, right? And you have to learn by doing, right? Doing by learning, learning by doing, right? That's how actually content creators who has been successful, digital creators who has been successful, has come their journey. So if you actually do it well, act it well with the knowledge that you gain from this, you will also be able to be, convert your passion into a profession and be a successful digital creator, as well as you will be able to use these marketing concepts, digital marketing concepts. Even if you do not appear as a content creator, you will be able to support other brands, other products to take their brands, take their products into their audiences in a successful way. And I wish you all the very best to get the best out of this program and become successful in your digital marketing career. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Dhanika Perera, for joining us and for sharing all that wonderful information. And I'm sure that our participants found it very interesting. And so thank you once again. And thank you for joining with us amidst your busy schedule on a Saturday morning. And thank you for committing your time and effort to be here with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be moving on with the proceedings of today's event. So coming up next is the lecturer's message. And to do the honors of presenting the lecturer's message, we have one of our lecturers joining us for this open day. Now, he is a seasoned professional with nearly 2 decades of experience across digital marketing, brand management, and customer engagement. Now, his career spans major organizations in Sri Lanka, telecom and digital finance sectors, where he has consistently driven growth through data-led strategy, performance marketing, and purposeful digital innovation. So over the years, he has managed digital media for leading brands, led high-impact campaigns, and played a key role in shaping the marketing directions of one of the country's most recognized digital banking platforms. So beyond industry work, ladies and gentlemen, he contributes to the academic and professional community as a visiting lecturer and an examiner, sharing practical insights with, of course, the emerging marketers, just like each and every one of you who have taken part in this program. So he also serves on the executive committee for the Digital Marketing Association of Sri Lanka, helping steer national level digital advancements. And of course, we would like to welcome Mr. Shanaka Ratnayaka, Senior Lecturer, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, to deliver the lecturer's message.
Good morning, all. Thank you also for the introduction. Let me share my screen. Okay. Also, there's a screen visible, just to confirm.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, super. Thank you so much. Good morning, all, and welcome to this open day. And so thank you for joining in. And I hope everybody got a broad idea about the concept of digital marketing, and more importantly, how it can be applied and why it can be used for our day-to-day activities. It may be for our personal, professional career growth, personal growth, personal branding, etc. So I think Dhanika gave a lot of insights and case studies and examples also on that context. So I hope everybody has a bit of a broad idea about why digital marketing could be important for your activities, like I said, for personal branding, for your personal life, professional life, across. Now, coming on to the actual concept of what you're going to go through. First of all, let me tell you one thing before I move on, right? So in today's world where things are changing and digital is the key, I would like to tell you that there is nothing special or nothing separate or in a separate silo called digital marketing, right? So you might wonder, we had the open day for certificate in digital marketing program, and here comes a resource person from the organization and coming and saying there is nothing called digital marketing. You might be surprised. That's okay. It's okay to be surprised. But I can assure you, at the end of the program, right, you will have a broader idea of how it connects to overall concepts of marketing, and it will also help you into investigating, studying broader and more detail into the concepts of digital marketing, maybe upgrading yourself into a DDM qualification. That's the Diploma in Digital Marketing qualification. You might have the interest of that as well, because today I'm going to tell you there is nothing called digital marketing separately, right? What we have today is it's marketing in a digital world, right? It's marketing in a digital world. So everything that you look at has been digitized, right? Technology has brought in some sort of transformation. You don't have to go that far. Just have a look at this open day session, right? So we are having this open day session on a virtual front, which was previously a physical affair, right? We got together physically, brought in all the participants together. We had the resource personnel, we had the guest speakers at a physical location, and we used to have this open day, right? But now we're having it virtually, and even in that virtual context, we're having a considerable amount of participation, right? So which means everybody's getting used to digital, right? And there is nothing special, right, about you booking a cab now, right? You booking a cab through your phone is a normal thing today. So which was previously a special thing, right? It was a dedicated thing, but it's not like that again anymore, right? And you getting your doctor appointments done. Previously, it was physical exercise. You had to physically go to a channeling center, give your details, and make the payment. You don't do that anymore, right? You get your phone, log into a computer, book your doctor appointment, right? So multiple industries have transformed. Same goes for marketing, right? Which is why we live in a world where we do marketing in a digital world. So the concepts of marketing, right? The identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customer requirements profitably still stays the same, right? But what happens is we use digital technology, digital tools to efficiently get that done, right? To do marketing. So we live in a world where we do marketing in a digital world. So let's keep that in mind at the onset itself, right? So the fundamentals of marketing, right? Fundamentals of marketing still remains the same, right? You will also be exposed to an introduction to marketing module at the beginning, right? So don't worry if you have had no experience or no uh, academic background in terms of learning what marketing is. That's okay. We will also have a introduction to marketing at the beginning, so you will get to know what it is, right? So what digital does is it helps efficiently do the segmentation, targeting, and the positioning, because the fundamentals of marketing still remains the same: segmenting, targeting, and positioning. What digital does is it provides you a catalyst, right, or the set of tools to do all of these three activities better. Just to give you a few examples: segmenting, that's identifying uh, the right audiences, right? With the digital technology, with the digital tools, with platforms like Meta, with platforms like Google, you're able to identify your target audience better. And add to that, in today's digital world, you are able to use your first party data, right? First party data meaning the company's existing customer insights or the database. Those can be mixed and merged with the broader audience data subjects, and then much more fine-tuned segmentations can be done. That's again with the help of digital. And of course, targeting, you don't have to go that far, right? You can pinpoint, personalize, hyper-personalized targeting messages to the right audience, and that also to get the message at the right time, right? At the right moment of interest. So targeting has been made efficient with digital coming into the picture. And finally, positioning of your brand, product, service at the minds of the consumer, the right audience, with digital is now possible, right? We look at concepts within novel concepts of marketing, contemporary themes of marketing, things like neuromarketing concepts. How do we get into the minds of the consumer? How do we identify what's going in their minds better, right? And then suggest better products, recommend better products, and position them. All of that is possible, right? So positioning of products and services or brands in the consumer's mind, that also at the right time is possible. Again, how? With digital being the enabler, right? So that is how digital is driving the whole concepts of marketing, which is why we call ourselves, we are doing marketing in the digital world, right? We're still doing marketing, we're still doing segmenting, we're still doing targeting, we're still doing positioning, we're still doing brand building, again, in a digital world. For us to do that in a digital world, we need to have that digital exposure and the tools and the technology for that. So my request to you is, right, setting up a strong foundation, right? Getting to know the basics, which will help you to pave the way. So it's like the foundation of a building, right? So this program will help you to get the fundamentals right, because without a strong fundamentals foundation built, you would not be able to grow on top of that, right? So with this program, right, once you're done with the program, once you're done with the assignments, the examinations, you will have a solid foundation to build on top of that. And once that is done, you can have the option, right? You can have the option of fulfilling a career in any of these specialties, right? Even within digital, like you see here, there are multiple avenues, the multiple channels, right? Mobile marketing, social media, advertising or paid media, performance marketing, search engine optimization. Now we look at broader search engine optimization. We look at the AI related optimization, right? Websites, development of websites, microsites, A/B testing, dynamic website content, right? How do we give the users a web experience that is personalized to him or her, right? Based on past website engagements, right? In today's world, you can actually customize a website to a user depending on what the user has previously done in your website. So today's world, you can do that. So how do we apply that in our day-to-day activities? So you can specialize in that. You can specialize in conversation marketing, right? The influencer marketing and the word of mouth and the organic stuff, right? Email, CRM, right? All of that are different verticals of digital marketing. So you can, once you have the solid foundation, you can either specialize on all of it or even select a few and then drive your career towards that. But one thing you had to remember, right? Everything that I just said is at the the outset, right? The periphery. But at the core, there is one thing very important, right? Which is your digital strategy, right? Which is your digital strategy. That is where you have content, you have data, and you have your analytics component built in, right? You can't do any of these activities without content, right? For you to do even SEO, you need to have content. Text-based content has to be developed. So content is important. You can't do CRM, you can't do advertising without data, right? You need to have data component, which is example, the existing customer databases. And you can't optimize CRM or email marketing without analytics. So I'm just giving you 3 examples from 3 different verticals, why these 3 are important: content, data, and analytics. So Analytics is important to understand how we can optimize our email marketing activities. If not, we will every day be doing the same thing, right? The same thing every day without expecting different results, right? It doesn't happen like that. So email marketing needs and should be optimized. So how can we do that? You need proper analytics, right? How do we analyze whether our email campaigns are performing better or not? So at the core, for a proper digital strategy to be done, you need to have these three things: content, data, and analytics. Once you have that, the execution of that strategy, right? The execution of that strategy is what is going to be happening through all of these, or a selected set of these verticals, right? So without a proper solid foundation of what digital marketing is, you will be exposed to all of these executional campaigns or channels, and will start executing without these three. And once you start executing like that, you will be left with not getting enough return on investments, right? And that is where people say, still digital marketing is new, still digital marketing is not getting me results. Yes, of course it is not getting you results. Why? Because you have straight away gone into execution of, starting a Facebook page and started creating content and then posting without actually defining a content strategy, a data strategy, and an analytics, right? So that is obvious. So at the core, you need to have the digital strategy, which includes these three things. And execution of that is using these channels out here. So without a proper foundation in knowledge, right, what digital marketing is, you are not able to define a digital strategy, and more importantly, identify the most suitable channels. Sometimes for a campaign or a execution or a activity, you might not need all of these. You might only need three of it. But without you having a proper foundation of what digital marketing is, you might select even irrelevant channels, which is not going to drive you results, right? So then it's going to impact your budget spend, everything. So how do you select the most ideal channels is something you will gain through this program. So my request to everybody here joining in is three things, right? Be curious, right? Be curious, right? Come with an open mind, ask questions, engage with the resource personnel, right? Ask questions. If you're not in a position to unmute, please, you'll be joining on Teams, so please use the chat option on Teams, start engaging, start asking questions. And more importantly, please do search. What am I asking you to do? You will hear certain terms, certain technologies, certain terminologies throughout this program. Please make sure you write them down, right? Or note it down. Once you're done with the session, make sure you do a Google search on that, right? And with agentic mode on Google, you will get enough and more details, more updated information on those terms as well. So you have a clear idea about what that term is, because I'm sure and I'm confident and I for a fact know you will definitely hear a lot of new terminologies throughout the program. So most of it which you may have not even heard before. That's okay, right? That's okay to be exposed to new things. But my request is please do a Google search on it. With that Google search done, you are exposed to what it is, even more updated information. Then you can ask questions from the resource personnel when you're meeting him or her in the next session, so that you can relate it to what you do, right? Always try to relate to what you do, right? So I know there are students joining in, there are people who are in different careers now, switching into digital marketing or wanting to know about digital marketing, right? So there is a mix. So always try to see and ask how you can relate what you're learning into what you want to do or what you're doing in your day-to-day life, right? So that will help you to associate with the uh, new learning better. So three things: be curious, ask questions, and do search. So wish you all the very best to a very fruitful journey, and hoping to see you within the some of the modules as well. So thank you again for joining and hoping to see you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Dhanika, for joining us and for sharing all that valuable information for our participants. And of course, as he correctly mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, this program, it delivers exactly what you need to kickstart your career in digital marketing. And of course, Mr. Dhanika and other lecturers will, of course, deliver the most updated and the most updated content for you to make sure that you step out to the career with all the latest updates and all the latest knowledge in this digital marketing arena. So thank you, Mr. Dhanika, for joining us and for sharing all that wonderful information. Right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on with the proceedings of today's event. So coming up next is the program brief, and this is where you get all the necessary information about this particular program specifically, like all the dates, the payments, and everything, every key detail that you need to make sure that you get registered for this program, the certificate in digital marketing program. Now, to do the program brief, I would like to invite Ms. Mudita Khandambi, Senior Executive, Slim Business School.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. On behalf of Slim Business School, I would like to warmly welcome you guys again for the inauguration of Certificate in Digital Marketing Program. So as you know, this is the 4th intake of this year. So I'm Mudita Khandambi, Senior Executive and the Program Coordinator here at Slim Business School, Kitulwatta. So first, let me take you through some important details regarding this program. Okay. So about the program overview, this is the certificate in digital marketing. This is certificate qualification, and this program duration is 4 months. And once you join to the program, you have to send your NIC, National Identity Card copy, and your scan copies of the education certificates like your O-level, A-level certificates. Plus the medium, the delivery method is it's fully English medium. So about the syllabus outline, this program consists of 6 modules. So first module is Introduction to Digital Marketing, Search Engine Marketing and Optimization, Social Media Marketing, Content Marketing, Introduction to Analysis, and finally we are talking about Online Reputation Management and Crisis Management. So okay, so about the assessment structure, as you can see, to complete this program, you need to complete 3 main assessment components. Those are group assignment, 2 Google certifications, and then the final examination. So for final exams, you have to come for our authorization centers, and you will get more details for these components from examination division, and we are sharing all the submission guidelines and the relevant details in due course. So if I talk about the grading system, as you can see, if you score 75 marks or above, you are getting a distinction, and 65 to 70 marks, it's a merit pass, and 50 to 64, we are considering it as a pass, and if you are less than 49, we are considering it as a fail. So about the class conduction, sessions are starting on 21st of December 2025 from every Sunday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. As we already informed you guys, these sessions are conducting via MS Teams, and all the session recordings and lecture materials are uploaded to the LMS on every Wednesday. So you will receive the LMS, Slim Learning Management System access details after 3rd of January 2026. Until that, we are sharing those things via OneDrive, and also session links are sending on every Thursday to the WhatsApp community or via email. This is the Slim Learning Management LMS interface. Once you receive the detailed guideline, you can use it and join to the LMS. And as I mentioned earlier, I'll share all the details guideline after 3rd of January 2026. So this is the most important part, class guidelines and ethics. as you can see, you have to maintain 80% of the attendance, and most important thing is the punctuality. So you have to attend to the online sessions on time. And if you have any concerns in logging to the session, like a power cut or something, any emergency cases, you can inform it to me via email or simply drop a text. And when you're logging to the sessions, definitely you have to rename yourself with the student registration number. So once you did the payment, our team will definitely send you a student ID. You have to get that from them. And once you log into the session, you had to rename yourself with that student ID as well. So plus, please be kind enough to silent and mute the microphone, like the mobile devices. And especially in online classes, you have to turn on the camera when it's possible, and always mute your mic. And when lecturer asks any questions, you can unmute and talk, or else you can simply use the chat box as Mr. Shanaka mentioned earlier. Okay, so about the student communications, I mentioned several times, we are mainly sending communications via WhatsApp community or using emails. So until 3rd of Jan, you will receive the session links via email on every Thursday, and I'll share it to the WhatsApp community as well. You will receive the WhatsApp community link and the first session link on 18th Thursday, 18 December 2026. And once you get that link, you can join the community and get the session links and all the relevant details. So once you receive the LMS login access, you can refer all the recordings via that, and we are sharing a registration form. You can get it from my side and relevant BDD officer. So it is compulsory to fill that form as well. Once you fill that, we are checking it and sending the LMS access to you guys after 3rd of Jan. So as I mentioned previously, if you have to clarify anything, or if you need to inform anything to us, and if you need to change any details in the ERP system, you can contact us using via emails. And for all those communications, we are kindly requesting you guys, everyone, to use this format. In the subject, clearly mention what is the concern that you have. In the email body, mention your name, student ID, and the program, and the concerns that you need to raise. And because if you are sending an email without any of these details, we don't know what are the reasons, so we have to follow back and do the needful. So please be kind enough to follow this structure, please. So in your study period here at Slim, if you need to clarify anything, you can contact us mainly via email, or you can simply drop us a text. So student who registered here in Slim Business School, Kitulwat in Colombo, you can contact me, Mudita Kandambi, Senior Executive and Program Coordinator here at Slim. So you may contact me via mudita.n@slim.ac.lk, and my contact number is 070-366-2177. And if you're a student who registered in Mr. School Matara, you can contact Ms. Hiruni Vatsala. She's junior executive here at Slim Business School Matara. So her email address is hiruni.w@slim.ac.lk. Her contact details are 070-232-3662. So if you're a student who registered in Slim Kandy campus, you can contact Ms. Sachini Chamika Bandara. She's an executive, and her contact details are chamika.b@slim.ac.lk, and the mobile is 070-326-4499. So you guys can note it down, and if you have any concerns, you can drop a text to them and to me as well. And also, please be note that Slim Business School is closed on Monday and other holidays. Plus, we are working on Tuesdays to Sundays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, about the graduation, so once you successfully completed this program, like once you completed all the assessment components, group assignment, exams, and the Google certifications, you are completing this program. And once you successfully completed it, you may award it at a glamorous ceremony. Okay, so finally, I wish you guys all the very best for your future studies and becoming successful marketers in this marketing world. Thank you very much and have a good day. Over to you, Ashada. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Mudita Kandambi, for sharing all that key information with our participants. Right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to conclude today's session, the Open Day in Certificate in Digital Marketing. So once again, special thanks goes to each and every one of you who have joined with us today. And of course, I would like to make this an opportunity to thank Mr. Dhanika Perera, founder of Helakuru, HelaPay, HelaGo, SN and PayHere, and of course the CEO of Bhasha, and Mr. Shanaka Ratnayaka, Senior Lecturer, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, and Ms. Mudita Kandambi as well, and of course Ms. Ramya Katrival, who's the Assistant Manager at Slim Business School. Thank you all for joining us and for sharing that your experience, your knowledge, and of course all those key information with our participants, and I'm sure they found it very informative and of course very fruitful as well. So thank you once again, and we wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. And of course, we would like to see each and every one of you joining Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, and we wish to see each and every one of you as students of Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing very soon. Thank you and have a good day.